Hi and a warm welcome to Mobility Talks here at MobilityXlab. My name is Susanna Glenndahl Thorslund and I am the collaboration manager here at MobilityXlab. In a minute we will have a conversation regarding the possibilities and challenges in the connectivity and the mobility sector, looking into the importance of collaborations in order to stay ahead of competition. How do we continue to create value and why is collaboration a key factor for success? With me, I have two very special guests who will share their views on this topic. Let me introduce Per-Erik Kronqvist, Director of Wheels and Suspension at CEVT.
Thank you for having me here.
Welcome. And welcome to Siobhan Anderson from the Tyre Collective.
Thank you for having me.
You are one of our amazing startups here at MobilityXlab. You are pioneering the capture and monitoring of tire wear, preventing particle pollution and accelerating the shift towards zero-emission mobility. I will start with the question to you, Siobhan. How would you describe your collaboration here at MobilityXlab?
Yes, so through MobilityXlab, we are working with CEVT and Volvo Cars to test our proof of concept technology. And as you mentioned, we are looking at collecting tire wear pollution, which is actually the second largest microplastic pollutant, and contributes to air quality as well. And so we are seeing how our technology performs in real-world environments through the support of Per-Erik's team.
Per-Erik, how would you describe the collaboration?
A way of finding new solutions to sustainability problems. We have understood that the tire wear is one of the biggest problems we have in the automotive industry right now. So every kind of good idea, we want to look into that, of course. And that's what we're doing together with Siobhan and her team.
And how do you as a big company make sure to stay ahead of competition?
We've understood that we need to collaborate, find new partners, new cooperation members or startups, and through MobilityXlab we found that. We have looked into several different projects, and Siobhan's Tyre Collective project here is one of the most interesting right now. So it's given us a lot of new insights.
Thank you.
And how would you say that a neutral platform like MobilityXlab has been valuable to you both? If you continue, please.
Well, it gives us the opportunity to find these new things, the golden things or the golden eggs out there. I mean, in a normal way, normal work, we sit at home in our offices, we don't see all of this, but MobilityXlab is one platform where we can find. So it's been great.
For us, I think it's been a fantastic platform and framework for continuing to develop our ideas and to pitch and hear feedback from leaders in the industry. As a small startup, it can be quite difficult sometimes to gain traction and hear this feedback directly from larger companies, but MobilityXlab has been fantastic in helping with that.
What has sort of the greatest learnings been so far in your collaboration, if we continue with from the Tyre Collective perspective?
Well, there's been a couple of things. I think, first of all, when we first started talking with CEVT, it was fantastic to hear the interest in what we were doing and just confirming that they were looking at different solutions in sustainability and air quality and water. So that really validated our work and gave us encouragement to continue trying to develop our tech. And then since we've been working more closely, just hearing their feedback and experience within the automotive industry for how we need to refine what we're doing and different possible directions we can look at for continuing to develop.
So what do you say?
Yeah, for us, we have understood more how you view the problem of the tire particles, and that matches what we want to achieve. We want to make a more sustainable transport solution. That's what we're working on, and you have opened some of our eyes a little bit more than they were before. And the collaboration also brought in a lot of new feeling into the team that, wow, you can actually work in this way also. I mean, we have all our processes we need to work on in my group every day, but when we get this kind of startup feeling into the group, it gets people thinking of other ways of working, finding a new way of working and finding new ideas. So it gives a little bit of energy boost, you could say, to the team.
So where are you right now in your collaboration? What's happening?
Well, my team recently came out. We've been in Sweden for about 2 weeks now, and we are working on, we've installed our device on a test car and are seeing how it's performing, and as well as learning different feedbacks from the team and seeing how everything's going.
How does it feel to have this sort of idea coming to life?
It feels a bit surreal, actually, because we started talking so long ago. Well, about a year now.
Yeah, about a year.
Just initial conversations talking about how everything was going to work, and then to actually arrive here and, of course, meet everyone in person, because it's been virtual up until now. It's been a fantastic experience, and it's quite strange having everything finally come together.
And for us, we saw your prototype on a lab scale from the beginning. What was it? A bicycle wheel turning around. Okay, could that work? Maybe. And you worked more on your prototypes, but when actually coming to the car and seeing it, how it needs to work in real life, in real traffic situations, I think that's important for us and for you.
Yeah, that's true for us. Coming from the very initial tester we had, which was quite small. It was at a very small scale, and then sizing all the way up to where we are now on a full-size car.
Yeah, there's so many challenges with these technologies when you go out in real driving conditions and environmental conditions. So that will be a challenge. So it's good that you are.
We've done quite well so far.
You are.
Definitely some problems that came up that were unexpected, but they've been solved one by one.
And you had this demo the other day with that a lot of people were interested to come and have a look.
Yes, that was fantastic. We were very excited to show everyone, and the response was really great. Everyone seemed interested in what we were doing, and as well as in the technology, but also the processes that we were following, about how we were monitoring this and different things that we were looking at as well.
Yeah. We had our Friday coffee time with the full team, and then we cheered and shouted for some other people to come and look at the prototype. So we had my manager and also an SVP from CEVT coming out looking at the car, and they were enthusiastic.
Yeah. Which I didn't know about until after the presentation, which I'm very glad.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
So
that was good. That gave an energy boost, I think.
yeah, happy to hear. Is there any advice that you would like to give from your end to other large companies that need to have this sort of innovation boost or are looking to collaborate with startups?
Don't be afraid to go to these kind of platforms like MobilityXlab, and you can find really good and interesting ideas, and it gives a lot of new technology to you, but it does also give you a lot of energy.
Thank you. And Siobhan, any advice to other startups looking to scale up?
Yeah, I think the mobility industry in general is definitely looking at a wave of revolution. We have a lot of changes that we need to consider if we want to look at the kind of world that we are hopefully developing as well. So I would say that any startup that has an interesting idea, especially around ideas of sustainability, to definitely go for it and have confidence in what you're doing. And it's also all right if you only have one part of the problem. These issues that we're dealing with are so vastly complex. They require outside opinions from people who come from different backgrounds as well. But it is going to require communication amongst different disciplines. So if you have just one part of the problem, that's still one step closer to solving it. So have confidence in that, and don't be afraid to speak with different experts as well.
Thank you so much. So with that, we thank you so much for sharing your insights and experience, and wish you all the best for your collaboration moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening.